Hey, a few people asked me to do a quick video of the bubbles cabinet. They wanted to see it finished, up and running, working, so just had to wait until the sun came out this morning so I could do a little walk around for you guys. So the main thing about this cabinet is it was completely torn down and converted to another type of game. So I had to strip it all the way down to the wood and completely rebuild it. But there's a full thread over on cloth. But I give you guys a nice sort of close-up of the stencil work here. First time I've done stenciling, so pretty happy with the way it came out. Did HVLP spraying to get the surface on the paint on the base, and then with the masking I used rattle cans. Just tried to get the blue as close as I possibly could to it. These stencils were made by Rich at this old game. Really nice stencil material, very easy to work with, and as you can see, really crisp finish on those things. The control panel, this is a NOS overlay that I managed to find, so real beautiful colors on this. Came out real nice. These are repro buttons from Arcade Shop, a repro for Joust, but certainly close enough to the original joystick here. This is the original optical 8-way joystick, and you can see there's pivots right at the top of the control panel. So there's a lot of people talking about you know, can you use an 8-way versus the original optical? And yes, you can absolutely use an 8-way and the game will probably play perfectly fine. But if you were always used to using this stick, say back in the day, you know, if you were a bit of a god at bubbles, then an 8-way is going to feel very different, because you see this stick pivots right on top of the panel. And if you were to put an 8-way in, this is like a 3/4 inch panel. So the pivot point would be 3/4 of an inch or maybe an inch lower than this, and so the travel of the ball at the top would be much further, just because of the lever, the distance. So that's the difference between this stick and an 8-way. Its geometry is different, but as far as being able to play the game, you could use either. Huge thank you to my buddy Brian, who gave me this original tinted Bubbles Basil here, smoke glass, screen printed on the back. So got the instruction card in there, beautiful condition. And he also gave me this original Bubbles marquee for the project as well. It's so nice when it's such a compliment when people come to you and they say, look, I want to give you this piece. And, you know, I know you're going to do the project right, and they're generous enough to donate pieces to projects. So thank you very much, Brian, for that. It made all the difference, obviously, in creating the finished product. Original Bubbles board set in there. Took me a while to get the sound working, but it works well now. It sounds good. And just such a super fun game. My wife came and played it for the first time the other night, and she got addicted to it straight away. So just a quick scan, a bit further. Coin door all cleaned up, the front all cleaned up. I don't know if you'll be able to see the art in here just because of the light outside, but another quick flyby on the artwork on this side of the cab. So there you go. Bubbles, brought back from the dead. This is definitely going to be a centerpiece of the collection for a long time here. Super fun game. We love playing it, and I'm really happy the quality of that cabinet. All right, thanks for watching. Happy Thanksgiving.